Hey everybody, it's Janice with Creating Through Chaos. I'm going to start this project off with this sign that I got at a thrift store. And I'm just going to sand off some of the writing and the little paw print that's on it. It was kind of defective, so that's probably why it was at a thrift store. So I don't mind covering it over, even though I liked the way it looked before. And I'm just going to sand till I can't see any more of that black, which is not really a huge deal. And then I'm going to wipe it clean. Once I have it all sanded off, I am going to take some cream colored paint. It's like an antique white. And I'm just going to go over this middle part here. Once I have that all painted and it is dry, I'm going to take and put a coat of Mod Podge on here. And then I'm going to let that Mod Podge fully dry. So I'm just going to put a good coat of Mod Podge all the way around the center, trying to avoid the roofs and the bottom piece. And then just let that dry. Once that was fully dry, I'm going to take this napkin that I had and I'm going to peel apart the plies. And then I'm going to lay that where I want it on the house. Just kind of get it positioned into the spot that I want. Kind of press it into the shape of the house. And then I'm going to take some parchment paper and put that in and then iron that napkin on. And this is the advantage of having a smaller iron. And yes, I know that my iron has a recall. I am currently looking for a new one. And I did get this at Walmart, and I believe that they have the same iron just without the recall. So once I have that all on there, I'm going to let that cool off for a second. And then I'm just going to take my water pen and I'm going to go around and pull off the excess napkin. So I'm just going to go around the edge and just pull off the excess on the spots that I can get to that aren't part of the roof or whatever. So just kind of go around, take off all that excess napkin with the water pen. You could cut yours off if you don't have a water pen. And basically a water pen is just a paintbrush filled with water. So once I have that all off, I'm just going to take an X-Acto knife with a brand new blade and just go around and take off the excess napkin around the roof edge and around the bottom base, just using the X-Acto knife. Making sure that I have a really sharp blade so I don't tear the rest of the napkin. Once I have that all done, I'm just going to sand off these edges. And then I'm going to take my antique wax and I'm going to go across the roof and the base with that. And I also did the inside edge of the roof and the inside of the base. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't get any on it, so I used get any on the napkin, so I didn't use this to do the inside edges. I used a small paintbrush. So this I'm just using for the bigger parts, and then I'm going to take a small paintbrush and get in where I need to that's closer to the napkin. I did do around the edges of the napkin on the inside up here just a little bit, and I also did the edges on the sides of the house and on the bottom, just to give it a little bit of an aged look. Then I took this metal scroll piece that I got at Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to put some glue on the back of that, and I'm going to glue that right to the tip top of the house, right where the peak is. So I'm just going to put a little glue there, and then put that up at the top. And then I'm going to take this welcome cutout that I got at Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to paint this a yellow color to match the flowers that were already on the napkin. So I'm just going to use a sponge pouncer to paint this really quickly. Once I had that all painted and it was all dry, I'm going to add some antique wax to it. I'm just going to put a little bit of wax on there just to dull down that yellow a little bit and give it kind of an aged look like I did with the rest of the house. And then I am going to add some glue to the back of that. And then I'm going to glue that right there on the house. So I'm just going to add a little bit of the Aleene's tacky glue to the back. And then lay that down right on the sign. And I did it right below the beehive, because I didn't want to cover that up, but I wanted to add something else to this. And that is it. This project is done. I think it turned out so super cute. I absolutely love this napkin, and I love the rustic look of this, and I just love anything bee. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it inspires you to make one. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, don't forget to spread the chaos.